Yes, I know what you're thinking. Who is this man? He's had a shave. Still me, it doesn't matter. I'm still here. Today we're going to bring you the Ajax game and United game, plus a game against West Ham in the highlights package. And I think that's pretty much it. Let's roll those titles. Let's get into this. Fine, with a throw-in, goes to Caceres, and Sessegnon comes in there and just launches the ball forward to Fetiar. Fetiar up against Chris Smalling, finds a lovely ball out to Brelin Bolo. He's got Bustos on the overlap and he finds him into the back post. Sessegnon's there, Sessegnon scores. 4th goal of the season. I think pretty much all of them have come from a similar sort of area, and Ryan Sessegnon puts us in the lead with about 15 minutes left of this first half, and it's a great switch out to Mbolo, and he finds Bustos on the overlap, whips that ball into the back post, and Sessegnon there on the volley. What a hit that is from Ryan, and it's 1-0 to Newcastle. Shelvey into about 10 minutes left to go now in this half, but try and get the ball out to the left, and they cut it out, but it falls back to Shelvey into Catoli. Sessegnon on this left hand side has got the beating of Klein all day long into Fetiar, and that's his 7th goal of the season. Lovely whipped cross in from Ryan Sessegnon, a goal and assist for him today, but Fetiar puts that one into the back of the net. Fabianski nowhere near it. Catoli gets the ball out to Sessegnon, and this is a lovely cross ball in. He's got the beating of the left right back all day long. Fetiar, lovely header. Fabianski nowhere near it. 2-0 to Newcastle. Angelino throws the ball into Ryan Sessegnon and gets the ball back. Tries to go to the back post into Brelin Bolo, and he rises above Mario Rui and puts it in at the second time of asking. Lovely header first time round. The strength and the power of the man getting above Mario Rui, and but it fell back to him off the crossbar, and he puts it in. 3-0, 10 minutes into the second half. Angelino with a lovely cross, and that leap from Mbolo was fantastic. Mario Rui then just heads it back to him, and he says, "Thank you very much." 3-0 Newcastle. Lascelles plays it short into Jonjo, and then he finds a little through ball to Grealish and Catoli and Shelvey. Catoli's been fantastic for us at the start of this season, brought Fofana out of the starting lineup, but they get the ball back. Fetiar with a bit of a loose touch up the top, and Felipe Anderson on a counter-attack into Yarmolenko through to Maximiliano Romero, and it's 3-1. That's a emphatic finish from Romero there, and he pulls the deficit back to 2 goals. Felipe Anderson on the counter-attack. A lucky ball across to Yarmolenko off the back of Romero, and he just hits his first time. Drilled it into the bottom corner. 3-1 now to Newcastle. And there we have it. Great win away from home. West Ham 1, Newcastle 3. This is the only highlight of today's game. We go into the next game against Ajax and United, and hopefully we can keep this good run of form going. So yeah, a great win away at West Ham, and that puts us second in the league. 4 points behind City, who are having an amazing season this year. Haven't lost a game. 22 points from 8 games. Fetiar, second top goal scorer in the league with 7 goals. And yeah, things are going really, really good for us at the minute. If you have a look at the competitions, this is how the Europa League group stands. Us and Ajax play today, so whoever wins that really takes a firm grasp of the group stage, and we've got Crystal Palace in the 4th round of the Carabao Cup. So tricky tie if we want to go ahead and win that competition this year. So yeah, fingers crossed that we can get past that and carry on with our cup run. So today is games against United and against Ajax. This is going to be the team that goes up against Ajax today. We've got Rakovic in goal, Yedlin, Marasic, Lascelles and Angelino on the back line, Catoli and Shelvey in the middle, David Neres on the right, Sessegnon on the left, Grealish in behind, Fetiar on the bench, Bustos, Davis, Fofana, Maya, Marin, Gray has come back off of his injury, and Troy Deeney as well. Let's submit that team and hopefully take a commanding lead in our Europa League group. Van Leer gets the game underway from a goal kick, and he goes long, and Lascelles has to deal with that, and Tadic, ex-Southampton man, gets the ball miles down the line to Victor Moses, but Angelino cuts that out really well, and he's on that left-hand side into Ryan Sessegnon, and loads of space to run into for Ryan all the way. He goes for goal and probably shoots on his right foot rather than his left foot, and that's why it's not in the back of the net. Yedlin throws it into Davineris, playing against his former side today. Yedlin down this right-hand side. Lovely ball in, trying to find Fetiar, but Fetiar just didn't read it to get ahead of his defender, and Van Leer comes out and claims, and he's going to go long here up to Dolberg, but Yedlin does well and nods it down to Davineris. Cataldi into Jonjo, and he's going to find Yedlin down this right-hand side. Yedlin getting tackled, though, by the midfielder, but Arp doing well. Passes the ball off to Grealish, goes for goal, and Grealish scores his second goal of the season. I think that's his first in the Europa League, and Jack Grealish gets us off to a good start within the first 20 minutes or so. Good tracking back by Gravenberch, but good tackle by Fetiarp, and then Grealish takes control, goes on to the right-hand side and drills one into the far corner. Van Leer just gets there, but not enough on it. 1-0 Newcastle. Angelino with a free kick, going to get down to the back post. Marashek is there and skimmed the top of the bar, and it's unlucky from the youngster, and Van Leer is going to get the game started again with a goal kick, and Lascelles does well, finds Sessignon on that left-hand side. He's got Fetiarp in front of him, but he's going to go all the way himself, and the ball or the shot straight at Van Leer, and it's pretty poor end product at the minute from Ryan Sessignon. Tadic going to get the free kick into the middle, but Marasek does really well, and now Ryan Sessignon can break away. Can he find Fetiarp this time? He can. He's one-on-one with the defender, but the defender does really well, Victor Moses, and he gets a tackle in. Davineris, though, picks up that loose ball. Fetiarp's there, but it's good defending from Ajax, and Lascelles, though, not getting that ball. Kalinic just nips in there and finds Mali down that right-hand side into Dusan Tadic, hits the post, and Lascelles gets that clear. That's going to see us through to half-time. 1-0 to Newcastle. That final kind of 5 or 6 minutes was end-to-end stuff, and but we lead 1-0. Fetiarp not having a great game, nor is Cataldi, so might be switching things up into the second half. I'm going to calmly say things are going well, but we are capable of even better. We should be well and truly out of sight in this game with the amount of chances we've had. Ryan Sessignon is end product not the best at the minute, so let's see if we can change that in this second half. Davineris out to DeAndre Yedlin. Can he get a ball in? He can. He tried to anyway, and it rebounded off Felipe Sandler, and it's 2-0 to Newcastle just after the second half started. Davineris and Grealish playing really well in the middle here. He then finds Yedlin on that overlap. No one tracking him. He tries to cut the ball back to someone in the middle, and it just comes off the defender. 2-0 to Newcastle now, just before the hour mark, and Lascelles knocks that down to Grealish. Back to Marasic, and Grealish again. He seems to be controlling this game really well, just Jack Grealish, and get the ball out to Yedlin. Yedlin now on that right-hand side comes into Jonjo. Lovely quick pass to Grealish, finds Fetiarp up top. Can he find anybody in a black and white shirt? David Neres now coming inside into Grealish, into Fetiarp. Oh, he shoots. It's just over. You at least think Fetiarp's going to hit the target there, but he fired high and wide, and that was his last action in this game. Troy Deeney's come on for him, and Gravenberch out to Shoney back to Gravenberch there, now trying to build something themselves. Tadic in a little bit of space, he's being closed down. Mahi with a shot, and Angelino I think did just enough to put him off there. 3 minutes of injury time. Ajax whip that ball in. Lascelles gets the ball clear to Grealish. We now can hit a counter-attack. Damari Gray is there trying to find Troy Deeney, but it's a little bit too heavy. But Deeney gets onto it, trying to whip that ball into the back post. Grealish made a foul on Van Leer. Gray did put it in, but not going to count. Angelino now with about a minute left. Can we score a third and really wrap this tie up? Rakitic coming out of his goal and finds Gray with a lovely pass. Gray now running at this Ajax defence. It's a good tackle, and it's going to be a corner to Newcastle, and that is going to be it. Newcastle 2, Ajax 0. Very professional performance from the Newcastle boys today. Jack Grealish, man of the match. He controlled that midfield really, really well today. We go next time out against United in the league. They come to St James's Park, and can we keep the momentum going into the top 4? Big second game of the episode against Man United. Always a good game against Newcastle United. And if we win today, we go second, 2 points behind City. City dropped points for the first time this season. They drew with West Ham. So, yeah, looking like we could go second if we win. Alternatively, if United beat us, they could actually join us on level on points at 18. They've got Zidane as manager at the minute, so could that happen in real life? Rakitic in goal, Bustos, Lascelles, Zagadou comes back in, and Angelino on the back line. Fofana comes in for Cataldi and Shelby alongside him. Mbolo comes in for Neres. Maya in behind Art with Grealish dropping to the bench. And Sessegnon keeps his place at left wing with Arp up top. Yedlin, Davies, Cataldi, Grealish, Marin, Gray and Troy Deeney all on the bench. Let's see what United have got in this third season of the game. See if they've brought anybody in. So De Gea is still in goal. Fernandez, Pavard, who was actually recommended to me, but he's now at United. Lindelof and Shaw at the back line. Ruben Neves from Wolves in there now. Milinkovic-Savic and Pogba. Martial on the left. Lingard on the right. Lukaku up top. So pretty standard front three for United. Guerrero, Mata, Sanchez, Herrera, Bailly and Rashford all on the bench with Joel Pereira on the bench in goal. So yeah, good to see a fairly decent United side, and they've not kind of weakened in the last couple of years. I'm going to say we've been on a good run lately. Go out there and impress me. It's going to be a tough game against United, especially now they've actually strengthened in certain areas in the back and also in the middle of midfield. So let's kick off and let's see what we can do against a very strong Man United side. Pavard with 6 minutes on the clock gets the game underway from a free kick into Milinkovic-Savic, out to Ruben Neves, and looks like he's going to be the metronome for United. Up to Lukaku, out to Anthony Martial. We need to stop him from cutting inside and making shots like that if we're going to have any kind of success today. And De Gea gets the game underway, and it's going to be great header from Jamal Lascelles out jumping Lukaku, which is not a mean feat really, to be fair. And now they're going to play it out from the back. Milinkovic-Savic is being pressed by Fofana. Good press from him, and they find Lingard on that right hand side up against Angelino. Savic again on the ball into Paul Pogba. Just gives the ball back to Savic. Pogba again. United playing some good football here, but Bustos cuts that ball out. Dangerous ball to the back, and Martial could have got in there. We go on the counter attack now though. Fetiap into Maya. He's 1-on-1 with David De Gea, and it's a good save by the Spaniard, and he keeps it out. Good game so far in the first 10 minutes. Still 0-0. Lingard just before half-time with a free kick goes short to Ruben Neves, and Jonjo's there to press him, and he tackles him, and now we can launch a counter-attack. We've got Sessegnon on that left-hand side, but what a ball that is through to Fetiap, and we hit them on the counter-attack just before half-time. And Jonjo Shelvey, that goal is all you. Tackles Ruben Neves just outside his own half, and then he drives forward. Thought he was going to hit a switched ball out to the left to Sessegnon, but what a through ball that is from Jonjo Shelvey, and then Fetiap calmly tucked it away. 1-0 to Newcastle, and just before half-time as well. 10 minutes into the second half, and Maya nips in front of Ruben Neves. Up, out to Shelvey. Shelvey, can he go for goal? He can, and he hits the crossbar, cannons off the crossbar, and goes over for a goal kick. Shelvey well and truly up for this game. Big changes made with 25 minutes to go. Gray, Grealish and Marin on for Maya, Sessegnon and Mbolo. Those three didn't have the best of games. And 15 minutes to go. We're still 1-0 up. Angelino with a free kick finds Jack Grealish off the bench into Jonjo. Can he find the ball out to Bustos? He can. He's got Gray down that right-hand side. Goes for a cross, and it's a good defending from Luke Shaw at the back. And now Juan Mata, but it's a good tackle by Angelino. We've got Marin on the counter-attack. Lovely ball through to Fetiap. Great take, and what a save that is by David De Gea. Lindelof didn't know where Fetiap was at all, and good save by the Spaniard in goal. Dominated the proceedings really, 11 shots to their 6, but we only had 3 on target ourselves, and Bustos with the ball and goes long trying to find Arp over the top, but we get the ball out to Marin on this right hand side, going to take the ball, go into Fetiap on the back post. He just peeled away from Pavard, I think it was, and Fetiap puts the game well and truly to bed. 2-0 to Newcastle. Good ball out from Grealish to Marin on this left-hand side. Has the beating of the right back. Whips that ball in. And yeah, he just peels off the defender. And he just fires that home. 9th goal of the season for the youngster. 2-0 to Newcastle. Bustos throwing it into Damari Gray. Literally seconds left. Bustos down that right-hand side. Trying to get the ball in again to someone at the back post. But didn't get there. Shelvey's just going to take the ball and just play this game out. And there we go. Full-time whistle's gone. Newcastle 2, Man United 0, and I think it was well-deserved, to be brutally honest. Possession even, but actually we dominated proceedings with guards who going forward and attacking football. Fetiap with 2 goals and player of the match. Marin coming off the bench and getting an assist, and Jonjo Shelvey was absolutely phenomenal. That through ball for Arp's first goal was awesome. So that leaves us second in the league, 2 points behind City, and yeah, well and truly in the hunt for a Champions League place, possible league title. but definitely a top 4-5 finish will be fantastic for our second full season in charge of Newcastle. We are going to be back against Chelsea. We're going to do Chelsea-Liverpool. That'll be the next episode. That'll be Tuesday. And then we're going to give you the highlights of Burnley, the 2 Europa League games, Arsenal and Bournemouth. And then we'll just give you a little bit of a round of how we went against Palace as well. So lots of highlights, lots of action to come on Tuesday. Be there, 12 o'clock. So what an episode. We beat Ajax in the Europa League. We beat United in the league. We're second in the league, top of our Europa League group. The things are going rather swimmingly. If you have enjoyed today's episode, please do hit that thumbs up. It helps the channel and the video grow absolutely brilliantly. If you are new around here, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any more content. Remember, tick the little bell icon so you're notified every time a new video goes live. And until next time, Tuesday for this save at 12 o'clock, I'll see you soon.